Welcome back, everyone. Good to see everyone this morning or good evening back in the West. All is good here in the Philippines, alive and kicking. Um, Went through my very first earthquake. I could have put out a video on it, but I thought it'd be best just to come on here and give a true life experience of my first earthquake uh, ever, actually, in my life. And I can tell you this is when I was sitting here watching television. I think it was around 9:30, 9:50, something like that. Um, didn't even notice it at first. But then as I stood up, it's like my entire condo unit was like a boat at sea. It was going it's like side to side like this. Um, pretty scary. I'm gonna be honest. What I thought was kind of strange is when I left the unit, everyone on this floor, they were against the wall out in the hallway. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, everybody, let's take the stairs down. Let's get out of this building. So we had about probably, I don't know, say 10 to 20 people exiting the building from the 15th floor. And made it down quite quickly. Again, 15 flights of stairs, and got down the stairs and got outside, and everyone from all the condo units were actually outside. We cleared the area next to the buildings and actually went to a parking lot area or parking, not a parking lot, a, a parking area outdoors, and got away from the buildings. Did that for probably about an hour, and then found our way over to the some of us found our way over to the resort area. And again, it was a quite an experience. I'm gonna That's all I can basically say about it. If a person has been out fishing before and got caught in a in a storm, and your boat's moving around and it caused you to get motion sickness, that's about what it was to me. It felt like the entire condo unit was swaying side to side, um, actually moving. And that says a lot because this is a big building. We're 17 stories, got 16 stories, and then we have the penthouse units. But it was quite an ordeal. Let me get to the comments here. Let me go to the very top, guys. Sorry, I had to jump right in the middle, but I want to go to the very top. Gabe, good morning. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Yes, welcome to all the champions out there. Good to see you made it. Ted Morris. Hey, Britt, how's it going, my friend? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in to the channel today. Again, yes, we had a very big ordeal here in Cebu City. The I think it was a 5.3 or 5.6. It could have went a vary between 5.3 and 5.6 here in Cebu City. The earthquake that actually hit, it originated in Bogo City, which is about 4-hour drive north of Cebu City. Um, there, I think it actually was a 6.7, and there was some damage. I saw a few videos where a McDonald's had kind of the wall had collapsed on the McDonald's. I'm not sure if anybody was injured during that collapse. Again, it wasn't the entire building; just I think a wall fell, the outside wall. There is a confirmed, as of yet, 69 deaths. The scariest thing I saw online after going in and looking at videos happened to be the bridge. They had a dash cam video that came out, and it was it was swaying uh, so much that it actually kind of threw bikers off their bike. Thank God for a guardrail on the bridges, but it laid like 3 and 4 bikes over. The guys fell off their bikes. The lady in the car was, freaking out, talking about, this is unbelievable, praying to God that she would live through that moment. But that looked a lot scarier than what I saw here at the condo. Again, it was kind of scary here at the condo, but if I was on that bridge, I totally would have freaked out, thinking the bridge would collapse, and you're going to fall hundreds of feet into the ocean in your car or on your bike, or you could have, actually got pushed over the guardrail, things like that. But yes, thank God, everything is going well here. We did have some aftershocks. Had 2 or 3 last night. Nothing, nothing big about them. Just an aftershock. Um, as you guys know, I already have my Christmas tree up, and you can actually see the ornament balls. You can actually see them sway during an aftershock. So you can barely feel it, but you can actually see. You kind of can feel it if you have your feet on the ground, but if you're on a couch and you're up watching television, you're laying down, it's hard to feel. But again, we did have some aftershocks last night. I think the first one came in around 9:30 p.m., somewhere around that time. But yes, everything is going well here after the earthquake. Don't be worrying, guys. I feel, I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel a lot better um, about being through my first earthquake. After doing all the research I've done, I've seen a lot larger scale, as far as, I guess you'd say, strength in an earthquake. I saw some videos from Surigao City where an earthquake hit there around 6.7 on the Richter scale, and actually saw buildings that were a lot older than mine, and it didn't collapse. You saw like a wavy crack on the outer shell of the building. So I'm feeling pretty good being I'm in a brand new building that's actually been constructed here recently, and I think after watching all the videos and seeing the scale of damages in Bogo, I can quite say that I feel quite safe here in Cebu City. I would not change my mind on living in a high rise and or being on the 15th floor. I feel very secure now that I've watched other related videos to earthquakes and been through one myself. Is it a scary moment? Yes, but I do feel a lot better now that I've been through one, and I want to say thank you to all the guys that reached out to me to make sure I was safe. I do appreciate that. Talked to my brother and dad during the entire event. I did not get any videos. I've actually went back and I've seen a few videos regarding the earthquake, but I was on the phone with friends and family the entire time. So I am flying into Cebu on the 15th, planning to stay permanently. A little worried about the earthquake situation. How's it going in Cebu City now? No issues. Where are you going to stay at? Have you picked out a condo? Are you staying Airbnb? Are you doing a hotel? I do have the relocation program where I set you up in a condo before you get here and help you out with the most tedious things that you would probably want to learn or know once you get here in the Philippines. Chris, how's it going, my friend? Thank you so much. Yeah, I was. It was nerve wracking. It was a little scary. I'm not gonna say I'm a guy. I went out there in the hallway and I saw all these people. They're up. Their backs up against the walls. I'm like, no, 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 no. You can't use the elevators, but we can go down the stairs, guys. So there were women crying going down the stairs. I mean, it was um, pretty scary. I'll put it to you that way. But yes, thanks for checking in, Chris. I appreciate that. Everything's good here in the Philippines. No issues here. There may be some issues up in Bogo. I did see a church that actually where the top of the church had fell off the church. I don't think it collapsed, but I did see some debris falling from the church. Um, saw some minor damages done, some road cracking and things like that, but not here in Smooth City. People ask about the bridges. We have three bridges that connect us to Cebu City, and I went on two of those yesterday. Went to SNR yesterday. That's like a Costco. Went out shopping yesterday to get some ribs and steaks and chicken and things like that. All my groceries for the next couple of weeks. And leaving here, I went across the longest bridge, and the longest one besides the pay bridge. And then on the way back, I took the shorter bridge just to try them both out. They felt fine. There was no damages. They didn't close them down, so we do have access to the bridges. Vinmon, wow, yes, quite an experience. It was that, I can promise you. Cletus in the house. What's up, champions? Yes, all the champions are showing up. Thanks for showing up, Cletus. Love you, my brother, my real brother. Wish you were here. You should be here already, but you won't get off that hamster wheel and get your butt over here to start living the good life. But all is safe over here in the Philippines. Mr. Dave, Brita's so handsome. I appreciate that, Mr. Dave. Glad to hear that I'm decent looking for a man my age. I do appreciate that. Glad to see you didn't die. Yes, I didn't die. I'm up and going. Everything is going well. In fact, when I get off today's meeting, I'll probably go and hang by the pool for a little while. Didn't even know it, but I got a message I think it was yesterday. I got a message from a subscriber who's actually staying here in Tomboli for the next 2 weeks, and he wanted to grab lunch or a drink with me. So after the meeting today, I'll probably go meet up with him and send him a message saying I'm actually free and meet up with him and talk about Tomboli a little bit and do some pool activities. Good morning from Florida. Thanks for tuning in. Is that Alyssa? Appreciate you tuning in. We're in Florida. I lived in Pensacola for a while, for about 6 months before I moved over here to the Philippines. So again, Pensacola is a nice place. Um, it just didn't work out for me. I had the boat and had all the trinkets. My dad calls them trinkets, like the Corvettes and the Jeeps and things like that. But it takes a lot more to bring happiness, and I've actually found my happiness over here in the Philippines. But Florida is it's a beautiful state. Can't say enough about Pensacola. It was a nice place to stay. The 6 months I was there. Great restaurants, good beaches, good boating, great place to call home. But I was happy to sell it all and get my butt over here to the Philippines. Thanks to God, you are okay. It has been so sad seeing the death and destruction. Yes, again, I think everything's going to be okay now, guys. I mean, I'm not sure how the deaths actually took place. I could see if you're living in a substandard home, I could see where things could collapse and fall on you, and I could see where deaths could happen. I'm not sure it came from anything from like any roadway damage or anything like that, but I think everything was okay as far as after the fact. Again, we've had a few minor aftershocks, but other than that, I think we're going to be okay. And I'm happy to see that the Philippines has made its way through this earthquake. Again, I went back and looked at past history. I think the one prior to this that actually hit Cebu was in about 2002. Anything as far as roughly this magnitude. So if it happens every 20 years, I'm gonna be okay with that. If it happens every 10, I'll be okay with that. I can see now the construction is actually very, very nice and nicely done. As I always say on my videos, nicely done here in the Philippines. I feel pretty safe in my building after being through a 5.3 or 5.6, whatever it was. I feel quite safe, guys. So I would not change my plans. I'm not planning on moving anywhere. I'm going to be staying right here at Tomboli, living on the 15th floor. I don't see any issues. They had engineers out here, I guess, looking over the buildings yesterday. I don't think they found any type of cracking or any bad damage to the building. So I think we're all good here at Tomboli. New subscriber. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Always looking forward to having new champions. The channel is going very, very well. To all my champions, you guys, what you made it happen. You made it possible. Without you guys, I have no channel. Again, I started my channel, Alyssa, to help people over in the States find a better life here in the Philippines. The cost of living for me is about a sixth of what I paid in the States. I paid anywhere between 10 and 15,000 per month to live over in America, whereas over here I'm paying roughly 2,000 per month. So it's about a sixth. I'm gonna say a sixth of what I paid in America. Um, People here are the reason you'd want to move here. They are fantastic. Everyone that I meet, guys, every expat that I meet, or every new friend that I meet from my channel, or just people in general out there that are foreigners moving here, it's always the people. I had a comparison on the video where they said before he came to the Philippines, people in Ireland were the nicest, kindest people he actually had ever met in his life until he actually got here, and said that people are just, they go out of their way to be friendly and courteous, and they're just so sweet here, guys. The people make this country. It's like they were raised right. So I feel very, very good about my move. Probably the best decision I ever made moving over here. And all I'm wanting to do with my channel is bring more and more guys over here, or more and more gals over here, to enjoy a better retirement. So when you're getting close to retirement and you're wanting to take a chance on moving abroad, I started that relocation program just for that, because a lot of you guys, they say that 90% of the guys that talk about coming to the Philippines never do. And the 10% that actually end up doing it, making the move, they kind of put it off, year after year because of different circumstances or different thoughts that go through their head. If I can take away some of that pressure and some of that, some of those scary moments that you think you may have over here in the Philippines, whether it meeting new people, new friends, having a new place to live, moving halfway around the world, worried about your health, I'll take a little bit of that from you and help you guys get your butts over here to the Philippines. That's the reason I started the relocation program. And that's actually the main reason I started my channel, was for people to have a better look at another country, living abroad, and seeing that there's a better life out there possibly for you once you've reached retirement. Thank you, Cletus. I don't mention that enough. Yes, if you like my content, especially my videos, when you guys are watching, I didn't realize that was such a big deal. But when you comment, just to say hello, how's it going? Liked your video, didn't like your video, you laugh was funny, you look funny, whatever you guys want to do. But comments and likes go a long ways to a channel. It actually means more than just viewing it. And I didn't realize that. So if you guys if you like my content, if you don't like my content, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever it may be. Let me know I'm doing a good job or doing a bad job. I always will take criticism. So let me know if I can correct things or make things better on my channel. I try to put out the best content I possibly can. But if I can do a better job and you know a way I can do it, bring it up to me. I certainly I'd appreciate it. Again, I'm not any way, shape, or form perfect YouTuber. I promise you that. I'm still a newbie. I'm trying to get better. Can't imagine. Can't imagine in JM they had a small one last year. I don't know, maybe there's probably a thing there. I can't tell what that is. Yeah, the earthquake it was pretty serious. I mean, it was a scary moment. I can't lie. Very scary, very scary moment in life. I've never been through an earthquake before. I did have one when I first moved here, when I was actually living at 38 Park. A person called me and said, "Hey, did you feel that?" I felt a little something. So that was my first earthquake. But this one here, this was quite large. When you can actually look at your room and you can see it swaying, you know it's a pretty big deal. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But I was in the Vita Reales when the earthquake struck. I never knew it was an earthquake because we had a planned electrical shutdown. Wow. People ask me about brownouts and or what have you. I've never actually been through a brownout my entire time here in the Philippines. I've been here for almost 2 years, guys, and people ask me all the time about brownouts. I've never had one. Every building or everywhere I've been, they've actually had. If the power went out, must have had a very very good generator because I didn't go without power for maybe a few minutes, maybe. So I've never had an issue with brownouts. So people ask me about that, and they always ask me about the internet speeds. Um, so there you go. I've never been through one. Welcome, Melissa, to the group. We are the champions. Yes, we are the champions, my friends. Woo! All the good mornings coming in this morning to Alyssa being a new subscriber. Yes, thank you so much. Trina C, the most affected areas by earthquake is north side of Cebu. Yes, the northern part being Bogo City. I've been there a lot of times. It's up there. That's the way you go when you're going to Bantayan Island. So I've been to Bantayan Island about 4 times already on 4 different trips in my 2 years here, and it's an amazing place. Probably the first place you want to visit when you come to Cebu City to live. If you're going to go like on a weekend excursion or weekend travel, Bantayan Island probably be my number one choice. If I wanted to go for a longer period of time, or if I wanted to go to my favorite spot, I would say it's going to be Mwabwal. I love Mwabwal. What a fantastic place to visit. The sardine swim, the whale shark swim. There's so much to do down there in Mwabwal. So Locks total 2,329 aftershocks from the magnitude 6.9 offshore Cebu quake as of 4 a.m. Thursday, October the 2nd. Of the total recorded, 474 were plotted and 13 were felt by residents. Like I said, we've had some aftershocks. I appreciate all that information, Trina. I appreciate that. I appreciate you tuning in as always. But yeah, and yes, we've had lots of aftershocks. I've only felt maybe one or two. Nothing, you know, nothing alarming about them. It's like a little quick movement. That's about it. Mr. Britt, some people were playing basketball under a covered court and the roof fell down and killed them, sir. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Again, I haven't done a lot of research on it. I try to keep that. I just wanted to see a few videos. Certainly, after watching the Charlie Kirk, I don't want to see any more deaths. I mean, that's probably the very first time. I mean, I've seen deaths on television. Not many that I can think of, but the Charlie Kirk thing really has me right. I want to see that kind of thing. So I don't mind seeing a building, having a crack in it, but I definitely don't want to see a building crumbling to the ground with people in it or nothing like that, because that was a devastating thing to see. Billy Amstyle, yes. Good morning, Mr. Dave. Indonesia had an earthquake too. Yes, got all the good mornings coming around, or good evening back in the West. I'm sure Gabe is doing well. Cletus, he's right here in the Philippines with me, living the life. You guys, you can be doing it as well, but you won't take the time and do it. Tad Morris, all is well here, Cebu. All is running and functional. Yes, everything is going well here. Can't complain at all. Again, I love my life here in the Philippines. Never would change a thing. I enjoy it here. I love it here. It is my home. So, to give you guys some new updates, though, I am planning on going to Thailand. I decided to go to Thailand first before I go to BGC. I've been here in the Philippines for a while. So I decided to go to Thailand. I will be going to Thailand within the next month. So you guys will be looking to see some videos from Thailand and also giving some comparisons on what I see between Thailand and the Philippines. So those videos will be coming out soon. I'm looking forward to my trip here in the near future. I want to stay at 38 Park. Again, that's my very first place I stayed once I got here. Probably the very, very best place to stay. Um, hard to get a unit there though for a good price unless you have an agent. That's why I started my relocation program. People are always asking me, I can't find your pricing online. Of course not. You're not going to get the pricing that I can find being here on the ground. You're not going to find the pricing that I can find. Reason why is you have to have an agent to get good pricing here, guys. The pricing you're going to get without being here is going to be from Airbnb or for a hotel. People have always asked me about my relocation program, and I actually save you uh, over $500 to $2,000 your very first month on the things that I take care for you. So that kind of gives you guys an idea. So you guys can, if you're on your way over here, you can think about it. But again, yes, you're going to be paying. From what I understood, my condo on Airbnb when I was at 38 Park, a condo unit was going between 700 and 1,000 US dollars per month. I paid 350, so it's a pretty big difference. 350 and 1,000. So again, that's about what you're looking at as far as if you're getting online pricing. Yesterday, it was near Bogo. Four got killed while playing basketball, and the roof collapsed. Yeah, I saw that. I didn't see that in the news, but I appreciate the information. I hate to even think about any deaths happening during that earthquake. Again, I was just happy to make it through. I felt quite safe here in the building afterwards. I feel a lot better and more secure about where I'm living now that I've actually been through my very first earthquake. I cannot imagine. I'm not sure the differences between a 5.6 and a 6.7 on the scale. But again, it was pretty dramatic here, so I can only imagine having a more powerful hit from an earthquake. But I feel a lot better now about construction here in the Philippines. I was terrified, and I was just on the video call. Yes, my brother. I was actually talking to my brother the entire time, and my dad on video call during the entire earthquake. But yes, it was kind of scary. It sounds like only the women cried. Well, I had a young lady pass me in the stairwell, and she was crying and she was scared. So again, yes, it was a scary moment. I was scared. I mean, I didn't cry or anything. I felt quite okay. I went out there in the hallway and saw people standing around and said, "No, no, no, guys, let's get the hell out of Dodge. Let's get out of this building. You hate for it to collapse or start having cracks." And I was sure the construction is good enough to last during an earthquake where it actually could withstand the earthquake and give people time to get out of a building. So that was my first thing. That my first thoughts when I exited my condo is people were standing out there in the hallway with their backs against the wall. I'm like, no, let's get the hell out of Dodge. Just get out of here. So I got them going down the staircase. But yeah, we had a woman come by me going fast as hell, and she was crying going down the staircase. And I saw her as she passed me. She had a pink top on. Yes. And again, we're talking about almost midnight, guys. When the earthquake hit, I was in the elevator and it shook hard, then lost power and was in the dark. Eventually, light came back on, and I exited on the 23rd floor, walked up to my 27th floor unit. Yeah, I'm sure not everybody left their units here at Tom Bully, but again, yes, it was a scary thought. They said the sports complex that collapsed is substandard infrastructure. Yes, there's quite a few out there, guys. They're not going to have the best structural support for places to live, and I'm sure there's more damage out there, and I'm sure they're going to find more. Um, but for you guys coming over here and you're looking to live in the Philippines, don't let this scare you away. Do not make this an excuse to make it another year to see how things go. You're fine, guys. You can come on over here to the Philippines, start living your good retirement, start enjoying life, and start living for the first time. So again, don't put off retirement because of an earthquake. Don't think, well, let me see how it goes the next year. Make sure we don't have another one. You're going to be okay, guys. Don't put it off. It'll be the best decision you ever made. Please, Craig, I think I was freaking out as bad as Britt, and he looked really scared. I was scared, but again, we made it through, and everything was fine. I feel better that I've been through my first real earthquake. I went through another one or two that, and one of them I didn't even know. The other one I actually felt a little bit. Didn't even know it was really an earthquake though. But now that I've been through a pretty rough one, I kind of enjoy the fact that I feel more secure now in where I'm living. Philly Style, good morning, Trina. Yes, thank you so much for all the good mornings. Yes, thank you guys so much. I must be totally frank. Glad you all are safe. Be there in November. I'll be here with the light on for you, my friend. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you need any help, let me know. Again, I do have the relocation program, but I am going to start going on some trips here, guys. So I will be kind of being a shorter list and probably not as many people here during the next few months. But again, I'm here for you guys. I think that the relocation program will help you guys out, especially for those that are on the fence and you're thinking about making the move or moving abroad for the first time, never been out of the States. I started it for that reason. It takes away all the scary things you could possibly imagine by moving abroad. Because again, it's a 30-hour flight, and sometimes people put off moving abroad because of a 30-hour flight. So again, if that's the only reason, that's why I started the program, and the services will help you. It's taking care of all the major things that you should know and don't know before you get to the Philippines. That is crazy feeling. Yes, getting stuck in an elevator during that, I couldn't even possibly imagine. After I saw that bridge video, oh, thanks to Britt's video tour of Calex residence in both IT Park and Business Park, I started my new 6-month lease for a studio at the IT Park location. Great pool, gym on site, laundry, nanny. Yep. Again, I'm glad to see my videos work for people. I'm just glad that it helps people. That's what reason I started my channel in the first place, is to help people along on their journey to the Philippines, and or if you're already here, to give you other things to think about. Yes, thank you, Cleus. If you guys have not hit that like button, hit that like button. Let me know I'm doing a good job. And I love comments, guys. So again, keep the comments coming. And when you're watching my videos, I mean, if you don't mind, just to help out the algorithm for me, and if you like my channel and you want to get the channel growing and help me out a little bit, come on, guys, hit that like button. Send me a comment. They said that comments and likes are a lot more important than even the views, and I didn't realize that. So people out there watching, if you don't mind, give me a comment, give me a thumbs up. Let me know I'm doing a good job. I truly would appreciate it. If I'm not doing a good job, let me know about it. Tell me what I can correct. Do I smile too much? Do I laugh too much? Do I have a funny laugh? Do I not have the camera set correctly? Let me know what it is, guys. We missed you at the weekly expat. Yeah, I didn't come this week. I'm actually meeting Hans over here for lunch at Tom Bully, and he's the one that brought my CPAP machine over from the States for me. What a kind friend. But yeah, I met up with him for lunch and just didn't see I could make it back and forth quick enough. Mark, Britt, do you ever run out of content ideas, or do you always have a list waiting for time to show it? I've got about 7 videos right now in the can, so I already have 7 videos already prepared. Um, Videos just kind of pop into my mind. I mean, if I'm out, if I think about what I'm going to do for the day, like today, I may actually get on the bike and I may get on the street a little ways, and I might go visit some places down the street from where I live, and that gives me a chance for videos to show you guys something new. So yes, that's kind of an idea that I'm going to be thinking about, is but also just exploratory videos, telling you guys thoughts about certain things. One that I'm thinking about making here in the near future is I'm going to basically tell people what not to do being a foreigner over here in the Philippines. That's one. So that's going to be coming out here soon. So I got some ideas. It's just implementing them and doing it the right way, so you guys will like it. Again, just trying to come up with good content that you guys can will stay focused on and actually enjoy and learn something from it. You've really helped me get past a lot of apprehensions, Britt. Thanks. I'll be there around the middle of November. Good to hear it. Again, my channel is based on this. When I first got into YouTube, I didn't want to do it. Chad said I'd be very good at it. I said, no, this is not what I want to do. I came here to retire. But he really made me think about the kind of help that I could provide to people, especially knowing that there was really not at the time a vlogger here in Cebu City. And I kind of thought to myself, wow, what can I do to better someone's adventure and or permanent residence here in the Philippines? And by adding a lot of feedback and adding videos about that, makes me feel good inside. Makes me feel like that I'm really doing a good job for people. I've met so many subscribers here since I've started my channel, and I've met quite a few that said that I had a big influence on their decision to move to the Philippines. And that's a good feeling, guys. And that's the reason I started my channel in the first place, is to make people understand there's better options out there for retirement than staying in the US or staying in Canada or their home country. There's better options out there, a lot less expensive, friendlier people, a better lifestyle, travel, things of that nature. And again, that's the reason I started my channel in the first place. But thank you so much. I do appreciate the kind words. It encourages me to keep going with my channel. So again, thank you so much. Have you been the victim of crime in the Philippines? Ever felt uncomfortable or in a sticky? Never felt. I mean, besides the earthquake, I mean, I was kind of stuck here in a condo while it was happening. But other than that, no, I've never felt in danger. The people here are amazing. You don't have to worry about. I've I've said this over and over to my brother and my dad. When I look at the news in the U.S., people are getting shot, stabbed, and killed all the time. And I wanted you guys to, tell you what, give me 1 second, guys. I have my mother's calling me. I'm not sure. I'm on live, but I'm gonna tell her hello. Sorry, guys, but she's probably worried about me after the earthquake. Yes, Mom. All right, give me a few minutes. I'm actually live on my YouTube channel, Mom. I'll call you back here shortly. All right, love you. Bye. Sorry, guys. Just got a call from my mom. Again, I didn't even call her to tell her I was okay. I did speak to my uncle on my mom's side of the family, but I didn't call her to tell her I was okay. I didn't think she'd even see the news. But again, I don't like to worry her too much with those kind of things. But no, back to the subject. I have never felt unsafe here. I have been out with too many drinks in my system. Not very often, because I don't drink very much anymore. But I've been out late at night by myself, 2, 3 in the morning, probably the wrong side of town. And I've never felt unsafe, never felt bad at all, unsecure, in danger here in the Philippines. Now, like I was saying, when I look on the news back in the States, they just had a church shooting, 2 of them in 2 weeks. You can't even go to church and be safe anymore. You can't go to school and be safe anymore. I mean, that's the way I feel. When people are asking about the safety here in the Philippines compared to my home country, I mean, I tell my brother every day, I mean, if he were to have a disgruntled customer that bought a car and didn't like his pricing or didn't get approved for a loan and just an unstable person, you can get shot and killed. That's just the way I feel. And again, I understand people are going to say, well, it's the best country in the world. Yes, the U.S. is a fantastic country. I have my goal now is not to say it's not a bad country to live in. I think it's a working country. But when it comes to retirement, this is where you need to be. You need to be over in Southeast Asia with very friendly people, very good services, very good cost of living, very good dating culture for those that are looking to date, things like that. But no, I've never felt uncomfortable. I feel good here at all times. I feel safer here than I did back in the States. Mark, if you want brownouts, try somewhere in the province. Yeah, I've never lived in the province. I've been to the provinces, but I've never lived in the provinces. I stayed in bungalows when I was over in Siquijor, and we did lose power there, but just so happened just so happens that we actually had a generator that gave us access to power. So I've never been like in a brownout for more than a few minutes. Again, as soon as the power went off in Siquijor, boom, the generator kicked on and we had power. Mr. Dave, I've experienced many earthquakes in Davao City, and while each of them happened, I was always on the toilet. I'm sure that was a scary moment. Scared the shit out of you, didn't it? All right, made myself laugh with that one. Stephen Smith, I would have had a brownout in my pants when that earthquake hit. Again, the building swayed. It's kind of like you're on a nice boat when you had a little bit of a storm going. Like you had maybe like you had some 3 to 5 foot swells out there. That's what it kind of felt like. And I own boats in the past, guys. That's how I can kind of give you my opinion on it. It's kind of like I was on one of my boats and had 3 to 4 foot swells. And then, how they go up and down. I felt like that. I mean, it was swaying. It was a big sway. It was probably only. I mean, it's a long 45 seconds. Maybe 45 seconds. I'm thinking. But again, yes, it's a scary feeling. Yes. Hello, Britt from the UK. Good day. Thanks for tuning into the channel. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All the way from England. I do appreciate you. I heard the McDonald's in Bogo was badly damaged. We used to eat there when we came from the province to get money at the bank. Yeah, I heard. I saw some pictures and videos on that. Yes, it was damaged pretty substantially. But again, I don't know if anybody was injured or hurt during that. I hope everybody made it out okay. But again, I did see the damages there. Yes. Mr. Dave, for Thailand, I recommend flying to Chiang Mai first for Thai culture, then fly to Hue Hien. It's a great retirement beach town and friendly bar girls. Then take the train to Bangkok. I'm going to look up airfare, so I will take your advice. I will put those into my. I guess it doesn't really matter. I think don't they have a good train system there or something that you can get around, or is it always flying? I mean, you let me know because again, I've never been to Thailand, but I think they have a good train system there. Not too much worried about the bar girls though. It's not my cup of tea. But again, I am looking forward to visiting Thailand for the very first time. I was going to message you. Thanks so much, Dave. I appreciate that. Yes, everything was fine. Again, a scary moment in time, but again, yep, all is good. You're wearing a Siquijor T-shirt. Did you like that island? Oh yes, I love Siquijor. I call Siquijor like I call that excursion island. Amazing excursions there in Siquijor. One of my favorite places ever in my entire life for excursions. I loved it. Give me a little drink here, guys. I'm getting off the Cokes again, guys. I've actually found some drinks yesterday at S&R. It's a mango tangerine drink, and my goodness, is it good. So I'm going to try to cut out all sodas. I keep saying it to myself, and I always go back to them. This time I'm being for real, and I'm also going to try to start going to the gym a little bit. Maybe start off kind of light, maybe twice a week, something like that. But I am going to try going to the gym again. And Captain Sully, how's it going, my friend? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. All the way from Cocoa, Florida. Yes, you're a long 30-hour flight away from me. So again, glad you were able to tune in. I appreciate it. Got all the thank yous and hellos going on. Everybody saying hello. David Smith, good job, Brett. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm doing my very, very best. Hey, Britt, I was there in August, stayed a while at 38 Park Avenue. Great place. Yes, 38 Park is fantastic, guys. I mean, if I were to come over here, 38 Park's where I'm going to stay. The problem is, like I told you guys in the past, you're thinking you're getting a good deal online. I can save you more than half that price by getting you a condo set up, for a 6-month lease, though. And again, it's going to have to be 6 months or more. But again, yes, you're going to pay for living month to month or living in an Airbnb price. Glad you're okay. Got worried I didn't see you. I am a new subscriber. I love watching your content. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I truly do. Did your condo shake a lot during the earthquake in North Cebu? Again, it happened about the centralized part of the earthquake happened in Bogo City, which is about a 4-hour drive from here. Yes, I felt it. It felt like I've already talked about it before. It's like I was on a boat and I was in a rough patch at sea. I was going over the swells. So yes, it was pretty. The whole entire building was going side to side, and yes, I could feel it, and it was very scary. I have zero safety concerns here in IT Park or most of Cebu. Last night, I accidentally left my unit key on the outside of my unit door. Zero attempts to break in overnight. Again, complete safety here, guys. If you're worried about safety in the Philippines, that's one thing you can just check off your list. There is no safety concerns here in the Philippines. People are nicer here than they are back in the States. People are going to be friendlier to you. Um, uh, they help. They provide uh, a sense of security. People here do, guys. I mean, so don't forget about the safety concern. I have not seen Ben on the last couple of live shows. I have not seen Ben either. But again, Ben's here. He's probably living his life here, and he's made it over here, and he's living life. But again, he's probably also, it's a difference between he was watching on certain days back home, and now he's actually here. So it's a change of schedule. He may not be up at 8 o'clock in the morning like me. Like a big boat's wake hit you for 45 seconds. Got it. Yes, that's about what it was like. It's like being in a boat and having, some huge movement, enough to cause sickness. I mean, when I actually got outside and earthquake was finished, I could still feel the earthquake in my legs. It wasn't an experience. I promise you that. When we lived in the province north of Bogo, we had a brownout about every 2 to 3 weeks. Usually lasted from 1 to 5 hours. Never all night, as far as I remember. Again, I haven't been through a brownout since I've been here, and I'm not on wood on that. But again, don't make that a reason not to come over here. Don't be thinking about brownouts. Don't be thinking about security. Don't, the only thing you need to be thinking about moving over here is my relocation program, about how much money you're going to save, how much better life's going to be, how much more secure you're going to be, how much happier you're going to be, how better dating is here in the Philippines. Those are the things you should be worried about. Don't be worried about anything negative, because there are no negatives here in the Philippines, guys. I can't find a single negative thing about the Philippines. Get some more thank yous. Let's see here. Mr. Dave, yes, Thailand had an extensive train system. For my itinerary for you, I recommend just a 3-hour train ride with the one flight. I'll probably just pick the cheapest place to fly into. So just pick the cheapest place to fly into and just catch the train system. I am excited about that. So again, if you have any ideas for me, let me know. How much is a train ride from city to city? That kind of be something I'd want to know about. And if I were going to fly into that city, do you know a good hotel I should look at for a good, reasonable price? But yes, you can go everywhere on mainland Thailand by train. And I'm excited about that. I've only I've only been in a train once. I took a train from upstate New York to New York City, and that was a long time ago. So yes, I've ridden one train, but again, I think I slept the entire time. It's like my flight on the way over here. I kind of slept all the way through it. So I'm actually excited about taking a train and actually seeing things. Kevin asks, how much for a year lease at 38 Park Avenue, studio or one bedroom? That, that's a good question. People ask me this all the time. One bedrooms happen to be double, actually more than double that of a studio. The going rate, from what I understand, for a one bedroom at 38 Park is around 55,000 pesos per month. You can find a studio anywhere between 25 and 35,000 pesos. So it kind of gives you kind of an idea. So again, very good condo. If you're wanting to live right beside that, you can go to Stay City and you can get a studio for 25K, and you can get a one bedroom for a little over 30K, and you can get a two bedroom for 45K. You can get a two bedroom at Stay City for what it's for cheaper than what it costs at uh, 38 Park for a one bedroom. But again, if budget's no issue, 38 Park is one of my favorite places to stay. You can get a balcony there. You cannot get a balcony at Stay City. They did, I understand. I think if anybody that are watching that knows, I think they finally got the pool going over at Stay City, so the pool is up and running now. I think. Mark, once when I was in Cebu and there was an earthquake and the water would come out from the pools on top of the condos. Did you see that? I didn't. I did hear at 38 Park again. 38 Park has their pool on the 28th floor, and I did hear from people that live there that water was hitting the top where it covers up the drive, the circle drive coming up, and I did hear there's a lot of water hitting that. So it was not raining during the moment, so it probably was coming from the pool. So again, it shows you that there was that much movement. So yes, it probably did happen. Derek Houston, what's going on, Brett? Yes, all is good. Loving it here in the Philippines. Love my home. I have not changed. I would not change a thing in my life right now. I love it here in the Philippines. I love it here in Lapu-Lapu, Cebu City area. Can't say enough. Love it, love it, love it. Glad to hear you're safe. Thank you so much, Paul from Florida. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Again, yes, it was a scary event. I'm glad it's over, but I'm actually kind of glad that it happened because now I know what to experience for the future, and also it gave me a sense of security when it comes to how the construction is done here on larger condo units here in the Philippines. I feel so much better, guys, living here now that I've actually been through my first um, uh, earthquake. I feel very secure on the construction build here in the Philippines as well. Philly Am style Britt, our mutual expat friend Keith and his Filipina girlfriend Venus went to Boracay this week and got engaged. May God bless them and keep them happy in their new life together. Yes, that is good to hear. Again, I'll be visiting there here soon. Again, I want to go check out Thailand. I've been wanting. I've always wanted to go to Thailand. I've always had thoughts on it, and I want to go there and visit. And I am thinking I'm going to do probably 3 weeks, at least 3 weeks there. I figured I would do 1 week in the three major places that I visit by train. So again, 1 week in each. So give me a chance to do some sightseeing and take in the culture, take in the sights, and get some videos for you guys to do some comparisons and show you guys what my thoughts are on the different cities there in Thailand. Actually would like to buy a condo in Cebu eventually. Yes. People ask me all the time. I'll eventually probably buy a condo here, and the reason why is I'll probably eventually get my SRRV, and I'm not going to keep 30,000 US dollars in an account. Or I can just wait until I get a little older, where I actually have a pension coming in, and it won't be as much. Again, I'm so close. Maybe I will wait and not buy now. It all just depends, guys. I mean, my thoughts are, I definitely would like. I would not mind owning a condo here. I love Tom Bully. I wouldn't mind owning a condo here. I just want to make sure the time is right. The timing is right for me and my life and things like that. Can we watch this after? Yes, you can watch the live stream whenever you'd like. It's always on my channel. How often do you do these calls? I do between an hour and 2 hour live stream every Monday and Thursday for me. If you're back in the States, it's going to be Sunday night and Wednesday night around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Robert, I enjoyed the video of you walking outside. Yes, I want to show you guys. People had asked me about that, and people were telling me how unsafe it was outside the gates of Tom Bully. It's not unsafe. I felt completely at home. The people were amazing out there. Everyone was talking to me and excited about seeing me. They wanted to be on, they wanted to be on video, but once they get on video, they're a little bit shyer than what they are before I actually. I usually ask everybody before I put them on video. I'll ask them if they're okay about being on video, and they're all excited. And then you get them on the video, and they're holding their face, and that's just how it is here in the Philippines. But yes, felt completely safe outside the gates, and I thought I would do justice by showing you guys what it's like right outside the resort. Man, how's it going, my friend? We were just talking about you. Glad to see you made it. I think Gabe just said you missed the last one or the one before last. So again, glad to see you made it, man. I appreciate it. Hello, Britt and everyone. My Buntag. I hope everyone here in the Philippines and elsewhere are good and safe. Yes, Phil. I feel better now, Ben. Now that I've been through my first earthquake, and it was pretty you know a pretty big one. And according to what I'm thinking, is a pretty big earthquake. I'm feeling a lot better now about living here in high-rise condos. I think they're put together really well. I think the construction is earthquake approved, and I'm feeling good about it. So I'm actually kind of happy that I went through an earthquake. Not saying that I was happy during the moment, but I'm actually happier after the facts. I feel like the construction here is extremely well here in the Philippines. Again, this building was swaying like this, guys. You can imagine like this. My room was doing this, which means the building was doing this. And there's no physical damage to the building. So again, I feel a lot safer now. Why is State City so much cheaper? Amenities. They have the exact same amenities. They have a pool now. They have a gym, and it's literally right behind 38 Park. So you're gonna. The reason it's probably cheaper, and this is what I always tell people when you're thinking about this. State City has a what they call it, kind of a province walk to get to the actual condo unit, whereas 38 Park doesn't have that. 38 Park is one block from the mall. Um, Stay City is probably about 3 blocks from the mall. So you're gonna walk to the mall in about a minute, less than a minute from 38 Park. Gonna take you about 5 minutes to walk from Stay City to the mall. But again, that's probably the only difference. Stay City is actually newer, and the rooms are actually bigger. So again, it depends on what you're looking for. But again, same amenities. They don't have, 38 Park has the pool on the 28th floor. It doesn't have that at Say City. It's kind of like ground level. But again, you get what you pay for, and 38 Park's a fantastic place. I just can't see paying 55,000 for a one bedroom. We're not going to be paying 45K for a two bedroom at Stay City, and those are big rooms at Stay City for 45K for a two bedroom. Do you have experience meetings? Do you have experience meetings weekly? I am coming over on October 25th. How do I connect? I join your supporters group. We have the meeting online. You can actually go online. Let me go ahead and give you I'll actually spell it down here so you guys can see it. I'll give a kind of like a little link. Um, if you haven't already joined, you guys can go on there and join. Let me see what they call it here. You can go on Facebook. Here it goes, guys. I'm gonna spell it out for you guys. So, you guys that are curious about this, here's where you're gonna find the link to the weekly meeting. And do not forget that I also have the relocation program. All right, I just typed it out and I'm sending it out to everyone. So I'll put that on the screen here in a little bit. But again, yes, we have a weekly meeting. It's every Tuesday at 10 a.m. at Abaca at Ayala Center Mall in Business Park, fourth floor terraces. You know, the sip here, guys. Mr. Dave, my updated itinerary. Flying to, I can't even say the Chiang Mai, take the train to Ha Hin, 14 hours, then take the train to back to Bangkok, 3 hours. It's important to book trains in advance for new modern trains, not old ones. What kind of pricing are we talking about on the trains? Give everybody an idea how much trains cost. Roger Bell. Hello, Britt. Happy all is good over there. Yes, all is good. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. I appreciate it. Ben, I was bouncing and swaying 19 floors up in the sky from the earthquake, but all is good here. Did they find any damages at your building? Again, they didn't find any damages here. I don't believe that we would have heard about it. So yeah, I think everything is structural and intact. And I actually feel, I feel pretty good about everything now. Good evening, YouTube user Paul. Way back a few years ago, I used to own a vacant lot in Navarre, Florida, in Santa Rosa County. Yes. Do I need a SIM card if my Verizon phone does eSIM? Why get SIM card to get local calls? Why you can get either or. You can get an eSIM or you can get a SIM card. The only problem is you're not going to find it over there in the States. That's part of why I do the relocation program. I'm actually going to take you guys in the car. I'll pick you up in my car, and again, there's these places you're going to have to take taxis to go to them. There are two major players here when it comes to cell phone service. You have Globe and you have Smart. Just so happens you can't get them both in the same place. They're in different malls, and they're not in the malls that you normally would go to. So I actually pick you up in my car and take you to get cell phone service. But again, you won't have any luck, from what I understand, uh, getting service set up. There might be a way. I haven't heard of that. I usually take guys and have to do it right here in person. We lived in Mactan Island a couple of times. My wife used to own a house there. There were places you didn't walk at night. The waitresses at cafes and bars would warn me not to do that. I haven't seen those areas. Again, I'm going to get out more and more though as time goes. There's Gabe giving you a good morning. Yes. Good morning's coming in. Two of the owners of bars that I knew got beat up by customers bad enough to go to the hospital. They both left, one back to UK, one to Germany. Well, that's bad to hear. I hate to hear that. I've never felt threatened here at all in the Philippines. In fact, I've always felt welcomed. Coming for 5 weeks to Cebu on October 25th. Where else would you go? How long would you stay in each area? Um, 5 weeks. I mean, you can go to uh, Boracay. You can go Boracay, however you want to say it. You can go to Palawan. Of course, go to Quran or Palawan area. Wall. I'd probably, if I had 5 weeks, I'd probably go to BGC and check it out for 4 or 5 days. But I'd say 4 or 5 days in each location would be enough. And you're going to hit the main ones. You're going to stay here, you're going to stay in Cebu for a little while. You're going to stay in BGC for a little while. You're going to stay in Palawan for a little while, Boracay for a little while, and there's your 5 weeks. Your 5 weeks will be up. You could go to Siquijor. Uh, you could go to Surigao Island, or excuse me, Surigao City, and take a boat over to Dinagat Islands, the prettiest beaches I've ever seen in my entire life. There's so much to do here, guys. Do you suggest renting ATV 38 Park from Airbnb? If you're going, yeah, if you're, I'm not sure how long you're going to be here, but yes, that is correct. Stay City. You will not. You'll well, you can go online. I mean, and it'll probably be a lot cheaper. I'm not sure how. You might want to go online and check, since you're not going to be here for like. I'm talking about permanent living. If you're not going to live here permanently, you're only going to be here for a little bit of time. You can certainly try out Stacey. I thought maybe I'm getting mixed up signals here. You are. I think you're coming to stay here for good. So again, yes, Stay City is a lot cheaper, but you're not going to get pricing online. You can actually call them by looking them up. Yes, it's Stay City. Cebu Metro Expat. That's me. There we go, guys. So I'll leave that up for a few minutes as I take a sip from my drink. You can go on that uh, on Facebook, look up that group, become a member, and come to every one of the meetings, guys. I'm telling you, it's growing. There are some great people in these meetings. I mean, some great guys, great gals, good friends, lots of knowledge, lots of experience. So again, it gives you a place to come when you first move here to the Philippines, where you feel like you're in a safe environment, and you'll be surrounded by other expats. The U.S. dollar to Philippines peso exchange rate went to 58.3. For some, it may be a big deal. That's a big deal to me. It sounds good. Thanks for tuning in, Chris. I hope you make it over here back to the Philippines here soon. Well, I hope you make it back to the Philippines soon, my friend. There you go. Let me slow it down. 7 See Paul, yes, glad you're safe. Will you do any videos on the aftermath of the earthquake and the differences you see in the construction? Probably not. I haven't seen anything. I drove yesterday all the way from where I live all the way to SNR to go shopping, and there was nothing going on. It's like a regular day driving. There's no debris. Nothing was going on. So there's nothing here. Maybe in Bogo there would be things for me to video, but I didn't see anything here for me to video. And as far as I know, there is no damage to the building I'm in. Same thing here. Gabe, not a big deal. However, this new exchange rate translates into even more savings for us expats living in the Philippines, especially if you have to pay large bills like rent or buy a big ticket items. Yes, exactly right. It goes a long ways. I am impressed by how well everything seemed to survive the quake. It was a long night, but not a lot of damage in the condo, and everything seemed to be getting back to normal 2 days later. Yes, everything's back to normal here. If I am staying for 5 weeks, I am told I can get a eSIM from Verizon. It is more expensive, but much easier for me to do. You can, or you can actually pay for the Verizon um, global plan while you're here. So that's an option. I've always heard that T-Mobile actually offers the best one. Mr. Dave, it was $16 for a low class 7 hour train ticket to Thailand. Wow, $16, guys. How amazing is that? I've heard that the North, yes, it got hit the hardest. That's Bogo City, yes. Do you use Pay there? Do you use GPay there or GCash? I use GCash. I've had it the entire time I've been here. Again, you can't get it set up until you have a driver's license and or an ACR card, from what I understand now. You got to have an identification in order to get it. But so you might be here for a while before you actually get GCash. Well, guys, I've been on here for an hour and 10 minutes. I'm all caught up with my comments. I want to thank you guys for tuning into the channel. I always appreciate you guys, my champions out there. Thank you so much. I can't say enough about you guys. I'm going to try to get out here today and got a couple more questions here. Do I need an adapter to the plug? You do not need an adapter. Everything is normal over here. PJ Hooks, I have some questions about the relocation program. How can we connect? You can reach me on my Facebook Messenger. Again, it's Britt, Britt, McAllister, McAllister. Or you can reach me by my email address, JBMCHarrison, again, JBMC Harrison at yahoo.com. But again, always good to see you guys. You guys are the greatest. Good to see you guys. It's good to see you guys after the earthquake and let everybody know that we're all safe and sound here in the Philippines and we're still loving life. And until next time, guys, I love the Philippines.